Hey guys, welcome back to the Crypto Explorer channel. Today we're going to take a look at a couple of very promising protocols here on Base. They are among the top 10 protocols, and we're going to take a look at those because Base is one of the most bullish blockchains as of now in DeFi. They're ranking 7 in TVL. I don't know when you're watching this, but maybe if you're watching this in the future, like a couple of months from April of 2024 or even in 2025, maybe by now Base already climbed up the ladder of the top blockchains in across DeFi. Let me just share you some thoughts I have about it with you and why I think it's such a bullish blockchain. So they're pumping right now in volume, and there's tons of opportunities to be made and to just generate passive income with legit blue chip protocols and some growing protocols as well. But the thing that makes Base super bullish, in my opinion, is that, for example, when you compare it with Binance is ranking third on blockchains right now in terms of TVL. And Binance Smart Chain is backed by the leading centralized exchange, Binance, with the same name, right? And the same thing happens here with Base. They are backed by Coinbase, one blue chip centralized exchange. And if you're from the US, you maybe heard about all the FUD that Binance faced for the past years in there. And basically what happened is that they were kicked out. They were pushed out of the financial market or the crypto market there. And I think there wasn't only legal issues, there was also some hidden interests behind it. And basically the power people behind the scenes, I think they were just pushing competition aside. In that case, it was Binance, to make room for Base. So what's going to happen is that when regulations kick in, I believe Coinbase will be probably the most bullish centralized exchange operating within the US market, if not the top one of the top ones. And Base in itself, due to the ties that I already explained to you, they're backed by Coinbase. So that makes it itself also a super bullish blockchain. At the same time, they don't have a native token for gas fees. When you go on Base and you pay gas fees to operate, you're using Ethereum. So if you start using Base right now, you are putting yourself in a really good position to get airdropped in the future, hopefully. So there's a ton of opportunities here to be made, to be taken advantage of, and that's why I'm doing this video. So that's why I also just made this side note comparing Binance with Base, because Binance is super bullish still. They even surpass Ethereum in some metrics. So the same potential for growth is here with Base, especially now knowing that they pushed their competition away from them in the US market, right? So what's happening here is that they have Aerodrome and Uniswap. These are the leading DEXs. If you look for volume, they have roughly 470 million dollars in TVL for the past 24 hours, while the whole Base blockchain in volume surpassed $530 million. So a lot of this volume, the bulk of it, is being generated through Uniswap and Aerodrome. So these are two extremely good options for you to operate within Base, generate passive income. If you want to check Aerodrome out, I already did a video on full depth on it. So even if you're a complete beginner, check that video out. I'll link it down below under in the comment section, and you can check yourself how the project works, how you can generate passive income and get fully acquainted with it. But in this video, we're going to take a look at other protocols here on the top 10s, more specifically Extra Finance and Overnight Finance. They are both different options, but they also offer you different levels of risk. So I think both of them being in the top 10, it's a really good sign for the future. There's plenty of room to grow because, like I said, most of the volume right now is being moved through Uniswap and Aerodrome. So plenty of room for growth. They both have native tokens that you can start accumulating right now by operating with the protocols. And at the same time, it's not going to be a deep dive overview onto both. I'm going to give you a brief overview, and the following days I will release other videos giving you a full breakdown so that you understand how it works, most like what I did with Aerodrome Finance. Okay, so if you enjoy this type of content, guys, like, subscribe, join the Crypto Explorer community, And let's get started, because in here we're all about sharing these passive income opportunities across the DeFi landscape. Let's start talking about extra finance. So extra finance allows you to do mainly two things: farming with leverage. So you can see here leverage farming, and they operate with two blockchains currently, Optimism and Base. So farming with leverage is just the same thing as trading with leverage. You can multiply your earnings. Yes, your profits can multiply a lot, but you can also lose a lot really fast. So be very cautious with that. If you don't know what you're doing, I would stay away from that option. So this is going to be the riskier one, and the lending one will be the safer approach in a way, because with the lending, what's going to happen is that you can lend on either Optimism or Base, whatever token they allow you to, and then you'll earn APY just by that, by lending tokens to the protocol. Here on Optimism, you can see there's a lot of options: ETH, Velo. So we're talking about blue chip and stablecoin assets here. OP. So extra token is also available. That's also a really cool opportunity, because the APY for the extra token is 100%. And the extra token right now, I mean, the platform is still not that widely adopted by users, even on Base. Although it's one of the main protocols, there's still a ton of room for growth. So if you lend the extra token, you'll earn such a juicy APY that it will definitely give you higher returns as the token appreciates through time. But there's plenty of options here, from stable coins to blue chip assets. So yeah, take a look into that, and this is going to be the safer approach for you to earn passive income with extra fi. The staking allows you to stake the extra token, and when you do that, the APYs will be also really high, 116%. This is going to be the max. And among other things, you'll also earn weekly APR rewards, unlock higher leverage rates. So this is also unlocking you several things for supporting the protocol and just staking the token there with their staking pool. There are some more benefits to come soon. You can also participate in governance, so they also get you the VE token. Alongside these three things: farming, lending, and staking, you can also bridge in between Base and OP network. So it's also allowing you to do that. And they have audit reports, they have a bug bounty program. So if you're a developer and you are just looking for help improve of the protocol, you can join the bug bounty. If you find bugs, they will reward you. And you can also buy insurance for your assets on Extra Finance, which might be a good thing to take a look at, since this platform allows you to play with leverage. So basically, this is what XtraFi offers. If you want to know more, I will link also down below the video for the full breakdown of Extra Finance when I get it done. But right now, we're just gonna keep it simple and very brief on it. All right, so let's jump on to overnight right now. Overnight finance allows you to do a couple of different things, but essentially what they allow you to do is that invest with your stable coins and get passive income by doing that. So there's a couple options. On the home page, you have the swap option, so you can select whatever token you want, not only overnight tokens, but let's say if you have others like ETH, wrapped ETH, USDC, whatever, you can come here and just swap those for the overnight tokens, which are USD plus, or you can put here and clicking the plus icon and select another like DAI plus, USDC plus, for example, or even their own native token, which is OVN. And right now OVN is priced over $90, by the way. So let's say if you want to join one of these pools that they have here, and let's say you swap USD plus and also OVN. So then you would insert the token that you are willing to swap for those. Then you would get it basically swapped into both, and now you could come here onto this platform, for example Dyson, and stake your tokens into this pool and get a piece of this huge APR. It's over 5,000%, so this is crazy. And they operate not only on Base but also with other blockchains, so there's plenty to choose here. But take a look at the platforms. They're all blue chip stuff. They're legit. Beefy, Aerodrome, Curve, PancakeSwap, Velocore. I mean, they have really solid partnerships ongoing. So yeah, they're doing really well. So this is one of the options. You provide liquidity to these pools, to these pairs of tokens, and that's one of the ways that you can put your stablecoins to work with them. The other is here on the money markets. So this is where also they do rebasing. So what does that mean? Let's say you went and you swapped for USD plus, right? So let's go here on base, and you have here the daily APY of over 34%, the average APY for the past week. If you want to check all time, you can do that. And then on the right chart, you have the TVL balance currently. And this is their USD plus portfolio. So when you are allocating into these markets, you just by holding USD plus, you don't have to deposit it anywhere else. Just by holding, you know that this is their portfolio and this is how they're generating revenue. The collateral assets are USDBC and USDBC delta neutral, different percentages allocated into these portfolios. And so the strategy here, 24% is compounding USDBC, 37% is going to be the ETS. So basically they're going to use Aave and Aerodrome to provide liquidity, and the rewards of those liquidity, the fees, and even in some cases the token of the farm will be used to rebase. So that payout is going to pay the users who deposit with these money markets. And not only USD plus, you can choose any from these: USDC plus, ETH plus, USDT, DAI plus, and that's up to you, of course. As long as they have a base as an option, you can go with it, but also you can explore other opportunities in other blockchains. But they will have different portfolio strategies, different collateral, so that's something that you should be aware of. But basically it's two-in-one ways for you to generate passive income with overnight finance. You have the money markets. On the homepage you have their staked protocols that they have partnerships with, and you can go in with your stables like USD plus or USDT plus or whatever and stake into this platform. So you're basically earning twice. You're earning by providing liquidity to these staking platforms, or just by the power of rebasing and operating with their money markets. That's what overnight offers. So it's something innovative. I don't see other platforms doing the same thing. Last payout, you see, this is the rebase. When it happens, like 15 hours and 37 minutes ago, that's when they rebased and they paid out to the wallets of users. So basically it's pretty much passive. You could do the same thing that they're doing. They have here the information about ETS where they explain their procedures and their strategy in further detail. Could learn from this and apply it yourself, but in that case it wouldn't be all that much passive. Although if you deposit with them, yeah, it's passive. They explain it here how it works, and just have in mind this is not risk free. Of course this has risk. There's the risk of impermanent loss due to market fluctuation, and although they do pay the rebase, in the case of a loss they will also just subtract that from users' investments. All right, so there's risk. It's not going to be something which is always going to be green, although they have been performing super well for the recent past, and they have for that established solid partnerships. So this is what overnight offers. Guys, if you enjoy this type of content, again, like, subscribe, keep an eye out for my upcoming videos for full-on reviews and step-by-step guides to earn passively with overnight finance and extra finance. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.